And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll go option to the short side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's third and long for Brissett. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
He's checking. Crash.
On second down, Kamara. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. Y'all waiting. Check. Hey, kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Easy, opposite. 44, Mike, hey, kill. Buzz. The Mike, 44.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Take four. Hey, kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
21. Kill.
44, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run here with Mack. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior, too, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breeze now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. This is caught by Gill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Ready? 5-9. Check. 53 is mine. Here we go, here we go.
Breeze now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Darius Leonard, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
53 is the mark. 53, check.
Now Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
21. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, we got I-7.
On first down, Breeze. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 24. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. You're good, you're good. Line 4, ready. Let's go. Here we go. Ready, set.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now, Breeze again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
21.
Breeze will try again on second down. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Minus 47. Shut up. Minus 47. Back to pass. Go. Rush in. Under 10. 10. Go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Tight dog. Go. Me. 4-7's the mic. Watch the run.
Now a give, right side. Hines. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Alert 3. Put it 2. Check. Put it 2. Check. Go. Moving. Keep moving. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First down, Colts.
And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 40 now on second down. Breeze again has it complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
To throw, it's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, defense, let's go. Out. Check. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Shift.
They'll run it with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Undercrunch. Ready,
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
95-56. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
12. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check that. Smooth. Check the out.
Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hines. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Brissett. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Brissett to throw on 1st. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Hines.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the whip.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
80 weapons. 13. Go, go. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Come on. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
They run again with Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now it's Hines. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Colts.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch it. Check it backer, check it backer. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Wall, get wall.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
To throw is Breeze. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.